Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the Nightmare Man and this is part 3. I've enjoyed this actually immensely. I think for me what the most interesting part of this is the whole isolation that we've got, because we're in this tiny little village, we are surrounded by countryside. That's what kind of makes this a little bit more kind of on the edge of your seat, wanting to know what's going on, because we've had at least 2 murders now. This guy who works for the military, there's something not 100% there with him. We know that someone landed here and someone saw a parachute, so they're automatically thinking it's something to do with that person. But I think this guy who was on the moors, who is in the army, is completely connected to this, because I'm just thinking in my head, why would he show up otherwise? Like, he's here, but he just seems to be like wandering around and kind of keeping an eye, going down to the police station and just pretending he's sightseeing whilst outside a police station. So to me, it's just a little bit like, oh, what is this guy up to? It reminds me in some ways of, I don't know, I think it's probably just the landscape, but the landscape of it does remind me a lot of Terror of the Zygon, which is quite cool. Obviously, with this being a Robert Holmes, it kind of makes sense a little bit. So I'm going to get on into this. Let's go. I love that. There's this. It looks like the Whomobile a little bit, actually.
What do you reckon it's made of, Skip?
Metal?
Oh, it's definitely kryptonite.
What's that? Why, pull the other one.
Hang on.
Oh.
Mr. Lamont, stay right there.
Can it be taking photos?
Thank you. I'll take that.
Now, wait a minute, Sergeant. This is my shed.
Do you want to end up in the Tower of London?
No.
No.
Long way to go, mind.
Malcolmson.
To take him to the Tower of London. It's not
I want you
even
to stay
been in prison
here.
for years
Don't want anyone
anyway.
hanging around or taking photographs. Cheerio. Shut the door behind you.
Oh, I feel bad for this guy. He was really nice. We're going to spot something, aren't we?
Where the tin was, it's only contaminated. Further out, it suddenly fades.
Then there's only one conclusion, isn't there?
Yeah. Whatever it was that was here, whatever it was killed Simmons, must be saturated with gamma radiation.
It certainly looks that way. Except that no living creature could survive that degree of radiation.
Nothing we know of. So it's got to be something outside our experience.
I love the
Maybe
twist
it's
that
within
this is
some kind of
taken. This is
protected
brilliant.
clothing.
Like, I never thought aliens would get thrown into this.
Have you noticed something? We've all started saying it.
Oh no, I don't think these guys are going to survive another night, you know. Those duffels are amazing though.
What's up, Davy?
Oh, nothing.
Stay in this job, you'll pull worse than that from the sea.
It's not that. I was talking to him on Wednesday.
Oh,
He was looking forward to going home.
Everything all right, Inspector?
Yeah, so far. The cliff path will be the hardest part. Well, we could give you a lift as far as the point, lend you a proper stretcher, if you and Mr. Gaffigan can manage the rest of the way. Yeah, that's good.
oh.
How did that happen?
Yeah,
Trigger's faulty.
she's good with
Simmons
cameras.
mentioned it to me yesterday. I promised to take a look at it for him.
It's a wonder it wasn't smashed to bits.
But it got a photo of what
Everything
did
else
it.
was.
Even his tape recorder.
I'm sorry to butt in, Sergeant.
Just listening in.
Well, what can I do for you, sir?
Well, I've been thinking about this murderer, and it seemed to me that the constabulary might need a little help.
In what way, sir?
Volunteers for search parties, that kind of thing. I'm ready and willing to do all I can.
I bet he is.
Well, that's very public-spirited of you, sir. I'll let the inspector know as soon as he comes back.
I like this guy.
Oh, he's still out on the moors, is he? Tell me, why was Miss Patterson with him?
Because she knows the island better than any of us.
Hardly work for a girl, though, from what I hear.
And what are you hearing, sir?
Well, the whole town's buzzing with rumours. Something particularly nasty in the mortuary, so they say.
Oh, the contents of a mortuary usually are, sir. Nasty.
He don't trust him at all either, does he?
Hello, please. Was there anything else?
No, not for the moment.
Oh, 100% involved.
Hello, Dr. Gowdry. Sergeant Karsh here. There's been another killing. Inspector Inskip says this time it's much worse.
Something puzzling you, Fiona.
The fault's in the flash unit, but the camera's run out of film.
So what does that mean?
They kept taking
But it
pictures.
shouldn't have. Dr. Simmons brought his last lot of films into me yesterday, and in this weather he's had no chance to shoot off this whole roll.
Yeah, but it's got an automatic firing device, hasn't it? If the flash unit's been triggering off that film, then...
Benny's dropped.
Oh, God, I see what you mean.
If it's been shooting away on its own, then there's just a chance it's taken a picture of the killer.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
It's going to come back looking for this, isn't it? Oh, God. I want to know who else is dead.
It's only me.
Sandwich?
I finished with this bit, so I thought I'd bring it back. The inspector can add it to his collection.
It's strange, man. Just that turning up, isn't it?
Funny looking thing, eh?
Aye, does that. It's getting on my nerves. It moves, you know.
What?
Moves.
Every hour or so, it sort of shivers, Doctor. Gives a wee sighing noise. It scared the hell out of me the first time.
What?
It's as if it's alive.
Oh, no.
It's probably hydraulics. Something like that, anyway.
I just thought, what if it's just a ship that's going
If it
around
goes to
killing
that
everybody?
film now,
I
shall
know
I make
it's
some
probably
tea?
not, but it'd be a turn up for the books.
God, Mike. The way Simmons was killed was so disgusting. It's changed everything, hasn't it? Nothing can ever be the same here.
Yeah, but the lady who
Listen,
was murdered, that
We can
seemed
make
like
sure
it was
it doesn't
pretty
happen
bad as
again by
well.
finding his killer. Now we have the camera, there may be something on the film, and we have the cassette.
Yes.
That could give us something else to work on.
Yes, of course.
Oh, God, it might just be him
I'll start with that
screaming.
from in a minute.
Oh.
But I can't play the cassette on my record player.
I've got a tape recorder. If I go and fetch it, are you going to be all right?
Don't be long.
Oh, God.
I'll take the key.
I think she's going to be targeted by the army man because she knows the village better than anybody.
Oh, incidentally, I took that piece of chubin you brought me back to the chandlery.
What did you make of it?
Well, there was blood on it, right enough. Different group from a woman's, though. B negative.
But it was human blood.
Oh, well, of course. What did you expect?
Oh,
An
I don't
alien.
know, Alan. Gaffigan was
Creature.
suggesting that submarine thing we found might be alien.
What, do you mean from up there?
Ah, he thought it might be some kind of spacecraft.
I like this guy.
Well, I tell you, next time I get something wrong with my teeth, I'm going to the mainland.
There was one odd thing about it, though. The white cell count was abnormally high.
What does that mean?
Because it comes from someone who's very sick. The radiation has the same effect.
Oh, shit.
Radiation. Listen, Alan. There was a great deal of radiation in the area of Simmons Camp.
Yes.
The Coast Guards went over it with a Geiger counter.
Were you thinking your killer's radioactive?
No. Gaffigan was suggesting he was. I'm beginning to think he was right. I mean, it's the only explanation.
Well, I don't know too much about the subject, but anyone who can absorb radiation to that level must be a medical miracle.
Yeah.
He should be 6 feet under.
Oh, no. The army wouldn't have told them if they were wanting to hide something. Keep something under wraps. Maybe they were doing something and something went wrong and this person's ended up really sick.
Hello?
Oh, dude.
Sergeant Cash? Is that you, Skipper?
Oh. He's looking in a dead end, bless him. Oh, he went down easy, didn't he? Oh, the tube. Coroner really should have just took that straight to the station.
That a radioactive freak is probably heading this way.
What makes you say that?
The pattern.
It's the line he's been taking, Tom. See, once he hits that headland, he'll be forced to turn back. Unless, of course, he goes straight into the sea.
We should be so lucky.
Thank God there are no crofts up there.
Well, there's a Coast Guard station.
They'll be all right. They're ready for trouble.
Oh,
I think we should get organised too.
I think
Can't keep
people are
this
being
under wraps any
targeted and
longer.
then being picked
I
off.
think most folk know that something's up.
If only we knew what we were up against. Now listen, I want 4 patrols of about 5 or 6 blokes covering the whole town.
Are they going to
all
go
night.
out looking for it?
One of our guys in control of each patrol, okay? And tell our fellas to keep a tight control. I don't want anybody shot by accident.
Don't you see, once it finds its craft is gone, it'll start looking for it, and that means it'll come here, Michael, right into the town.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, God, who's on the other end of this phone?
Yes,
Mother asked me to call.
Mother knows best. How is her chicken?
Still free range, I'm afraid.
Then forget the chicken. I've arranged for the egg collection. Can you close the coop?
Yes, I can see to that right away.
What?
Excellent. We'll RV at 2300.
Damn jamming's getting worse.
Oh,
Can't get anything
no.
on the radio now.
They're not going to be able to defend themselves, are they?
See if it's general or just here.
I like it like this. It's more peaceful.
Not working.
That's strange. Not a sound.
Someone's cut the wires.
What's the matter?
They've been totally cut off.
Something outside.
Oh no, but he's gun jams!
Inskip,
Yeah.
Fiona's developed that film.
Great. Anything on it?
See for yourself.
Oh.
Human, I think.
This is getting crazier the further we get into it, and there's only one part left. I'm just a bit like, I love that somewhere through this they were like, it could be an alien because this could be like a spacecraft, and because it can't be from the military, but then maybe it's top secret. That guy from the military is clearly involved in this, listening in on conversations at the police station, just being all round shifty. And to see him just kind of like having clandestine conversations at the phone box with the soldier that people keep spotting, who they believe came from that vessel and then parachuted. It's really interesting to watch because I think for me the atmosphere of this is what makes it really intriguing. Like the fog, we're on an island, we're now cut off from the mainland via the phone. Nobody can get here for 24 hours because the fog is so bad. The weather in this is like really good at adding things to it. It reminds me a little bit of like The Fog, and it's like a really nice way to kind of do it because it makes you feel like you are also isolated with everybody on the island. Really good to see that they got the film and they were able to get some pictures and have a look. The fact that that tape somehow survived, even though the recorder was completely crushed, was really cool as well. And I like that she synced it up. That was really clever. I think when I was questioning the second death, it could the death that the policeman was talking about, it was probably Simmons rather than like a third person or another sheep. So I 100% thought watching this, because they kept talking about it'll go to where this craft is in the village, and I was thinking that policeman getting hit over the head could be a distraction so that they could go to get the Coast Guards, and that's clearly obviously what's happened. Like, they've took the spotlight off the Coast Guards and they've moved it to the town, so they've got everybody out of the way so that they can then go get these three guys up at the Coast Guards. And you know, when's anyone going to go back up there? Probably next episode. But then it kind of makes you think, well, it seems like they're getting the people who are onto it. This thing could even be getting directed to take out certain people, and it could be doing by the soldier or the military man. They could be saying, you've got to go for these people. And that conversation was interesting, where they were talking about, you know, like the coop and the eggs. And I was like, oh, good God. And it looked like this thing could have lived in the water. That's what was interesting to me. So it's going to be interesting to see how they end it. I'm going to sign off and say thank you, and I will see you guys later. So thank you.